and then they get whatever they need. What do you think of that?
I think it's extreme. I mean, I've had clients that have been in the throes of a criminal investigation.
And it's approved for what reason?
For those reasons. Oh, is there some criminality that's going to take place? Are there witnesses that are being threatened? Or is there evidence that's going to be destroyed? That's when you take these extreme measures and you break down doors and you go in and you seize information. But we're talking about Manafort that was already under house arrest, that had already been heavily monitored. The reason why he was even found in these crosshairs is because it was his text messages.
What a mess.
So the gangsters at the FBI, the fraudulent bunco instigators, are putting the screws to Paul Manafort and going back how many years into this guy's records. And they're letting him not leave the country, and they're putting him right in jail, and he can't have bail, and yada, yada, yada. I mean, they just mentioned here with Cavuto that they're afraid he may erase emails, abscond with records, destroy evidence. Wait a minute. That was Hillary Clinton. I guess if Paul Manafort was running illegal servers while handling top secret and government confidential information through his emails, they'd probably hang him. Wait a minute. They didn't do that to Hillary. And all the dead bodies around the Clintons didn't bother them. Of course, they're worried about Trump. He was speaking to the Russians, maybe. Worried about speaking to the Russians because something bad might have happened. Like, I don't know, maybe he would have done some kind of dirty critical arms deal. Now, wait a minute, that was Holder and Obama with Fast and Furious. You don't know. Maybe it was a supply thing. Maybe they were worried about Trump selling raw materials that could be used against us in the way of weapons like gyro guidance systems, or that steer missiles to precisely kill us. Oh, that was Clinton to China. Oh, damn, I'm confusing all these things. I'm conflating. I'm verklempt. Maybe it was like they're worried about something like, I don't know, uranium. No, they wouldn't be worried about uranium because that's what Obama and Hillary and Mueller signed off on selling to the Russians, those evil Russians. So, geez, what could it be? What could it be? What do you think Paul Manafort has them so nervous about? Maybe he was going to pay off some Ayatollah with pallets of cash for alleged favors that were never to happen. Nah, it couldn't have been that. I'll tell you, we are living in a very curious time. And these gangsters in the FBI have declared war on the citizenry of America. And if you think that's a right or left issue, don't pay attention to this. You're too ignorant. Go back to doing video games, or I don't know what you do. If you don't realize what an inherent threat this is to a constitutional government. But you got to go to the playbook of Stalin and Hitler to find this kind of crap. And I know this is not going to end good. I know because there's too many people like me that aren't going to accept a whitewash. Not going to happen. So, to Clapper and Brennan, the Klingon, clap on, clap off, Clapper, Herr Müller, Sturmband Oberführer, and guys like Come Again Comey, that nice little altar boy, that little sweetie pie, and the Rabbit McCabe, Mini-Me Globalist McCain, Loretta Clinch Lynch, Little Miss Tarmac, and you, Hillary, you scummy witch, and your degenerate fornicating sodomite husband, Wet Willie. I never had sex with that woman. Indeed, I did. I don't know what happened. I don't stop that, Monica. It's too funny. Oh, there he is. There's another bar rag breath, Joe Biden. Yeah, get me another drink. All right, get me a drink. I always picture him talking like Foster Brooks. It's so amazing to live in such a cartoon period. Oh, and I don't forget you, Lois Lerner, and Mark Schulman of the anti-Christian IRS, right? The spirit of Antichrist incarnate. And then yesterday, listening to the Cardinal Dolan, the chess player with sodomizing priests. They move him around. He's talking about how America shouldn't have a border. But there's Count Chocula over there behind his 52-foot walls in the Vatican with his cadre of halberd poleaxe-bearing Swiss guards, just in case you get too close to Count Chocula. And he wants us to take in all the rabble of the world and usurp our borders and our nation. But how about this, Mr. Catholic? Why don't you get off your fat Irish ass and go down to these scum holes? You name them. Panama, wherever your people are that you worry about so much, in Brazil and all those third world shitholes that you want them to send their children here because we don't have enough neglected children of our own. Now we got to import them in the name of future Democrat voters and Catholic donators. Isn't that something? Now, you don't want to go down there and fix those people's realities where they live, right? It's interesting, the hypocrisy. You won't take in strays in the Vatican. It's your own nation. Most people don't know that. The Vatican is a separate nation inside of Rome. Why is that? Why don't they call themselves just another couple of blocks of the Public of Rome? They won't do that. No, they got to be their own country. They got to control their own individual destiny. And they need all that room to stash all the precious art that they have stolen from the world. Right? They have 1,000 times more of the world's art than the Louvre. Because that's what Jesus did. Jesus said, go forth and preach the gospel, be like sheep among the wolves. Here's the Catholics. Go forth, abscond with all the world's treasures. Dress like Liberace. Festoon yourself in gold and jewelry. Never mind about that sackcloth and ashes. Hypocritically accrue all the money you can find. And all the poor people in the world, make them pay. Pay a lot of money for those wafers and that little shot of wine. Change words in the Bible from what Jesus said, repentos, which in Greek means stop going the wrong way and turn around and go the right way. Now, we'll slip in what they call it, a penance. We don't like a repent. Repent is too strong. It's like espresso. Most of the people, they want a cafe. So what do is we call it penance. 53 Our Marys, 7 Our Fathers, and put a lot of money in the plate. And then just to keep a drink, keep a sin, keep a fornicate, just to make a show. You'll come back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Adio. That's nice. Molto grazie, signor, signorina. Ciao.